The food charity OzHarvest says there's been unprecedented demand for its services over the last year as people struggle with the cost of living crisis. Its survey found that nearly 70% of charities can't meet current demand. There are also warnings that a lack of government support means the organisation has an annual shortfall of $600,000. Here's Laura Glendinning from OzHarvest. Laura, welcome. So you've never been so busy.
Thank you so much for having me, Roz. No, we know that nationally a third of the people showing up at charities are doing so for the first time. We have a free supermarket here in Sydney at Waterloo. I was there the other week and the lines have never been longer. And these are nurses, teachers, families with two incomes who simply cannot make ends meet at the moment.
So demand is unprecedented, but you're struggling to meet that demand. There's a shortfall of $600,000. That's not sustainable, is it?
Absolutely not. So, it's the toughest that we've seen it in 20 years. We have 70 vans nationally around the country, and they deliver 250 tonnes of food every week, but it's simply not enough. So 67% of those charities say they cannot meet demand.
And where does the food come from, Laura?
We rescue food from supermarkets, from boardrooms, from anywhere, restaurants, anywhere where there is good food going to waste. We will rescue that food and deliver it directly to 1,500 charities around the country.
So does this mean that some people are being turned away because there isn't enough food to go around?
Sadly, it does. The charities tell us that we deliver food to tell us that 30,000 people are being turned away every month because there just isn't enough food to go around. At OzHarvest, we have 848 charities on our wait list to receive food at the moment, and it's been like that for over a year.
And what are people telling you then, Laura, when they come to you for help? What are they saying about what life is like?
People are just desperate. The stories we hear are absolutely heartbreaking. We hear of families who are barely surviving. We know that people feel ashamed. It takes a lot of courage to go and stand in line to receive food. We hear from parents that they prefer not to send their children to school because they don't want to send them off with an empty lunchbox. It's really hard out there.
And what happens then when someone does go to one of your food charities for help? What can they expect? What do they get?
They will hopefully be provided with food, or they will be connected to a place that they can find food and access other help as well. Most of these charities are run by volunteers who are so passionate about what they do and just want to help. We hear of volunteers who go and buy people meals from their own pocket because they just want to be able to make a difference. But the charities all need more funding. There is such a shortfall in funding for the entire food relief sector at the moment. And so we rely on the generosity of individual givers and also corporate supporters to keep our doors open.